Whenever you think of the sales process, you probably don't think very much about expectations management. And this is a crucial mistake because expectations management is probably the number one most important part of doing clean business that there is. Because with good expectations management, that ensures that deals don't cancel, that clients are happy, that clients will refer you, and that clients will come back and do business with you again. Really, what expectations management is all about is making sure that you don't leave clients with any false impressions, and you make sure that they understand 100% what it is that they have just bought, and they understand the process and procedure for what they've just bought, and they understand how support is going to get carried out. These are all connected subjects, but overall, this is the expectations that clients have, and how it's managed is going to be crucial to your long-term success at your business. So, how do I handle expectations of clients? What do I do in real brass tacks terms to handle expectations of a given client for a given deal? Well, it's pretty simple. Let's say that I'm selling somebody a website, right? I go through the sales process. The sales process for a site usually starts like this. And this is a rough, crude breakdown of the sales process. It starts with a discussion of their needs, right? We show what they've got before we can talk about the site they have and how it's not meeting those needs. We discuss their needs. Then we show them their website, the website we're going to develop for them. We talk about the stuff that we can do. And once their needs are met, talking about the sales process, in the sales process, value is added after needs are met. So in the sales process, I meet all their needs and explain all that. Then we get into value additions, and all the stuff that gets them excited to trigger them to buy. Assuming that they buy from me, right? After they've decided they're going to advance on to buying this website from me, that's when I go back and I discuss process, right? I talk about what the implementation process is going to look like. And I'm very explicit here. I always leave clients with instructions. Whether it's an email or even handwritten instructions, I let them know this is the next step. If it's a website, I say, you need to gather graphics. You need to get me X, Y, and Z. If it's a restaurant, you need to get me your menu. You need to get me your logo. You need to get me credentials for, your domain name for your GoDaddy account. This is the stuff you need to do. And I am going to do these things. I am going to, assign a project manager. I'm going to have somebody call you to set up your project. I'm going to have somebody call you to check and see that you've got this stuff for me. And I let them know, expected email from me. And I literally give them a list of, this is the stuff you need to do. This is the stuff I'm going to do. And this is when we're going to meet again. And I make sure to schedule it right then and there. And I let them know, if you have any problems or questions whatsoever, I'm going to give you my phone number. I'll often do this, but understand, and I make it really clear, support. This is not support, okay? I'm giving you my number to help get this process moved along. I am not giving you my phone number to support your website. Please understand this. Most people, just about everybody, will respect that. And since they feel that it makes them feel as though you're going out of your way to help them, it actually is a benefit. So I'll really go out of my way to tell them, hey, I'm giving you my personal cell number. If you really have a problem, call me on it, but don't expect support from me because I'm not the one that supports websites. But do expect calls from me and on a monthly or whatever basis for, analytics and stuff like that. So I'm letting them know there's two tiers here. Support is going to be handled through this, channel. It could be email, it could be phone, whatever it is. And you can call me at the highest level if there's a problem with support, or there's a problem, big picture. And I think of that almost like a release valve in the sales process, or even in the client relationship process going forward, because it gives me it out to blame things on support if there's a problem, and it gives them an ability to call me up and get angry about support without being angry at me. And it gives them the ability to never blame me because I gave them my personal number. If they call me up and say, support sucks, blah, 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 and they're mad, I say, hey, why didn't you call me? I can straighten that out really quickly. So I always build that in there, and that's a part of expectations, believe it or not. I know that's part of the process of sales that I implement, but it's also a part of expectations as well. And it's crucial that you have a process like this in place, because when you're getting these sales and they're coming thick and fast, and, say you're closing a piece of business a week, right? And not necessarily just your sale, but your salespeople's sales. You have to have processes in place, and you have to think big picture about stuff, but you also have to handle each and every sale as though, number one, it's money in the bank, but number two, it could explode into a nightmare situation with them trashing you online. So always have that release valve built in there, and always let people know exactly what they're going to get. Now, I did a separate video on sale verification, because when you have people selling for you, you can't expect them to give their cell phone out. I don't want them giving their cell phone out. I don't want them talking to my deals. Okay, they're selling for me. Those are the company's sales. So I will call every deal to verify it and make sure that the salesperson didn't lie to the customer, that they know what they're going to get. And always leave people with clarity, no ambiguity. You have to let people know what to expect, when to expect it, and put on them the work that they're supposed to do. Don't leave anything to chance. Don't hand people. A big mistake I see people make is they'll hand people like a piece of paper with some instructions on it and say, hey, read this, or an email, something like that. That's not enough. In the sales process, you have to handle this in a very hands-on way to ensure that this person understands what they bought and the process that they're going to follow in development. It really doesn't matter what service it is. I used websites as an example. I would handle it the exact same way with an SEO campaign, with social media, with any other service that I was selling. Anyhow, if you liked this video and you want to see more like it, feel free to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, click that thumbs up button, leave your comments below. We'd love to hear from you, and I will see you in the next video.